governors of the Niger Delta region have disappointed us, in the sense that, you know, I remember some years ago I was called upon to champion the resource control from 13% derivation to 21%. And I said I wasn't going to be part of that. Reason being that the states have not clearly shown to us what they've done with the 13% that they're already getting. Therefore, I don't see the need to be a part of increasing it to 21%. Now, even though we are where we are now in the Niger Delta region, we must also acknowledge the fact that we get huge resources that is being mismanaged, because we get the 13% derivation, we have NDDC that gets some kind of allocation from the federal government, and then we also get the already established federal allocation account money that comes into the state, which are not properly, when you look at the resources and then you look at the development, they are not directly proportional to each other. Now, and then when you talk about the role of the agitators in looking at the Niger Delta now and looking at the struggle they had in their time, I must tell you, one of the positive things that came out of that struggle was actually the recognition of the plight of the people of the Niger Delta on the international level. Prior to the agitation period, all Europe knew was Ogoni, and the reason they knew Ogoni was because of the killing of the Ogoni 9. So when we talk at events, when I try to explain the pollution level, the environmental devastation level, people don't seem to understand that until militancy came. Militancy actually forced a lot of mainstream European media, even North American media, to visit remote areas in the Niger Delta. And then coming back to what you said about me addressing the Dutch Parliament, it was because I brought two members of the Labour Party and the Socialist Party from the Netherlands to come to the Niger Delta and see for themselves the effect of gas flare on the lives of our people and the effect of pollution on the lives of our people, that actually motivated them, even though they had done their research and know that we were suffering. But there was a huge difference between doing research and being there practically to see the effects. And so when they got back, they were overwhelmed, and they had to summon Shell to a parliamentary hearing in which I was invited to come and speak. So such agitation actually gave lone voices like us in Europe the opportunity to now say, okay, it is time to move from research angle to people who have been practically affected. So as an activist in Europe, I don't speak as somebody who has been sent to find out the problem. I speak as a victim. I speak as somebody who has gone through the process of all of the negative things that we're talking about the region. So for me, that was actually, but at the end, it was not managed in a way that the people, the sort of benefit that would have come from such agitation did not come because it was not managed properly. Like there's currently an ongoing amnesty program, which is good, which has actually created a means for some people to have income. But at the same time, I have also fought the process of the amnesty, because I see like you cannot keep giving somebody money, and you're not training the person, you're not integrating the person to get into the mainstream system. And I compare the amnesty program with the European social system. The social system in Europe gives opportunity to people who cannot get job to get some kind of money that will make sure they pay their rent, their health insurance, and take care of themselves, even though they are not working. However, even though you have that opportunity to be getting the money, the same system put pressure on you to look for a job. And then where you cannot find a job, the system creates another opportunity to encourage companies to employ people who are under social benefit and give them some kind of benefit like tax waivers, and say, okay, if you take people from this kind of social bracket, instead of paying income tax of 45%, we can give you a space to pay 20%. So companies are even encouraged to create an employment opportunities for. So those are the things I wanted to see as parts of the amnesty program, in a way that, you know, you pay them for a period of time, you integrate them, you engage them, you give them training, you specifically tailor them to a certain area where they can get their job and start to work and get income, you know, and then gradually leave that phase. But that we don't have in this current amnesty program, which is also a troubling thought.